a cut above, right? Like this is like they are in a league of their own in some way. I mean, we've seen them lose. We've seen them not win tournaments before online.
Right.
They've won every LAN together.
Yeah.
But fighting against Aggz0 and VipR is the team that won the last European LAN. That was DreamHack Winter 2018, not that long ago. Aggz0 and VipR took it.
And then right before that, for BCX, it was Aggz0 VipR versus Cake and Addy.
Yeah, so they were second place in the World Championship, and then immediately after that, first place in DreamHack Winter, which is here in Europe, in this same venue, at a different time of the year. But going up against Boomie and Sandstorm weren't here.
No.
Right?
They were not here.
Boomie wasn't here at all, I don't think.
This is the first LAN and EU LAN encounter with the new age of NA team.
This is going to be exciting. This is going to be exciting because Aggz0 and VipR are one of the most historied players. They're one of the most. They have the most history as a team in Europe.
Yes.
Sort of. I mean, it's been like
close.
2 years, right? Like they're one of the longest standing teams in Europe. They've had great success. I mean, they're like, if they don't win, they're top 3. And going up against Boomie and Sandstorm, I mean, this is going to be exciting.
Incredibly. And if Boomie and Sandstorm manage to take it out over Aggz0 and VipR, then they get to fight Blue and Simple for the first time as well. And that is a matchup that I've been very excited to see because Blue and Simple have been dominating EU as hard as Boomie and Sandstorm have been dominating North America. And having the two teams being able to meet against each other the first time at a LAN, that would be phenomenal. But they have to get through Aggz0 and VipR first. And
I mean, I feel like if Aggz0 and VipR win this, NA's never going to hear the end of it.
It's like
this will be huge if they win this.
It's very concretely at the moment. EU has always done better.
Yeah, this is region versus region here. This is a big deal. I wonder what's going to happen.
Boomie fighting back to sleep. I know.
It's a 6-hour time difference out here.
Yeah,
he flew in yesterday.
I have my local time. Him and I are both on Central. It's 9:54 a.m.
Oh, man.
So he's probably...
Good morning, NA. Welcome to DreamHack Summer.
That's right. Those of you that are waking up to catch us in the morning, you're just in time for the top 8 of 2v2s here at DreamHack Summer.
Yeah, good time to tune in. If you're just joining us now, well done, because it's about to go down. This is a match that I'm most excited for. I mean, if it wasn't going to be Aggz0 and VipR, I was hoping it'd be, Cake and Addy or Blue and Simple.
I'm really just really excited to watch Boomie and Sandstorm fight against EU teams in general.
Right.
Like a part of me goes,
it's exciting.
Maybe go into losers now to fight all the others so that we can see how it matches up, But
no, they're not going to do that.
That's definitely not the strat, but...
That's a shout out to Sandstorm. He's always holding up the 4. We don't know why.
I don't know why either.
No, he's told exactly one person, and that person's not allowed to tell anybody.
Wow.
Right? You saw, if you watched Sandstorm's player profile, which if you haven't, look it up and then bookmark it because you don't want to leave this stream, right? But bookmark it because it's a really good player profile. And right at the last, in the last few seconds of the player profile, he's like, Duke, one of our developers, asked him, so what does the 4 mean? He says, I'll tell you, but you can't put it in the video. And then the video ends. And it's like, what does it mean?
That's hilarious.
He hasn't even told me. Duke's really holding on to that secret. Look at VipR. He's ready, clearly. We call VipR the Viking. His beard's not as big as it usually is, but he's absolutely
Yeah, I was just confused why he's not the Bodvar player.
Oh, yeah.
Thematically, it makes way more sense than Aggz0.
Make the switch.
And then you look at Aggz0, just clean shaven, and it's just like, nope. He's Bodvar. He's the Viking player. Well, VipR is the Viking.
I'm got a lot of chords to manage over there.
I'm wondering if VipR is still going to play Ragnar. I know I saw Aggz0 play a little bit of Thor. Even though he's been doing Bodvar.
With Thor in the European Pro Series. We were talking about that earlier with Sparky. He took 8 stocks off of a crew of 9 stocks. He took 8.
That's
on his own.
That's pretty incredible.
With only 3 stocks, he managed to do that much. That was with his Thor, and we had never seen his Thor before that. It was so big for him to get that done. So I wouldn't be surprised if he played Thor throughout the rest of this tournament. But despite, for the longest time, for 2 years prior to this, their team combo was VipR on Ragnar and Aggz0 on Bodvar.
Yep.
And now we're seeing both of them pick completely different characters, and it's confusing.
It is. and it seems to be like this new age of stuff, because Thor is, in my opinion, becoming a staple character in competitive play.
Yeah.
It's like when Ragnar and Mordex surfaced, and we were seeing them a lot. It was like, is this just flavor, and then it just stayed?
Yeah, it seemed like it was just a wild pick. Like some players would bring it out like when they're down 0-2,
and it's like
just to like desperation, maybe mix it up. And we've seen some great success from it.
But it seems to be unanimous among a lot of consistent placing players that Thor's pretty good. Boomie playing Thor a lot. Addy Mystic as well. We're going to get our crossover showcase for the button check.
This is unfortunately this is like the only time we see Rayman is in button check.
It'll happen one day.
I love Rayman.
I feel like it's going to take the craziest player
Someone's
to play
going to figure it out. There's some secret tech, some Rayman insanity that nobody knows yet. To me, someone's going to lab it out, and then everyone's going to play Rayman.
Theoretically, Rayman's amazing, but like any Axe player that I know would never want to play Gauntlets, and any Gauntlets player that I know
That's a good point.
would never want to play Axe.
Even if he's great, like
finding a person that could do both of those things.
Yeah, there are a few Axe players that play Gauntlets, and few Gauntlet players that will play Axe.
So it would be
one day we'll. Who is the Rayman champion that steps up to the plate?
We'll have a Cody Travis.
We'll be an entirely new person
of Rayman.
Yeah. Cody Travis representing Barraza,
like
nobody else plays him.
Right.
Who's that Rayman out there?
One day, Rayman.
Yeah, he's out there. He's watching the stream right now, and he's nodding to himself silently. That's me. I'm gonna do it.
He's petting his evil pet cat, just waiting. He's like, yes, you know who
All
I
right,
am.
we're about to go in. This is not a button check. This is not a drill, folks. We've got Boomie and Sandstorm banning out all but Twilight, Shipwreck, and Blackguard. And VipR and Aggz0 have chosen Blackguard Keep. Fist bumps all around. Here we go. Game one of one of the most exciting sets in this tournament. Boomie and Sandstorm versus returning champions Aggz0 and VipR.
Ooh, in game number one, Thor dittos Aggz0 on Thor as well as Boomie.
No surprise, yeah. They busted out this team composition, Thor and Zal, in DreamHack Dallas just like 2 weeks ago. And it worked out so well for them. It was like incredible.
Yeah.
They just keep doing it.
Ooh, and VipR taking a ton of damage.
Yeah, great start. They've already got VipR in kill range. They might be able to finish him off right here.
Ooh, Boomie gets down.
But VipR, the double down there! A huge gimp, and Boomie goes down! Wow. Boomie was hardly even damaged. Perfectly placed down airs by VipR, but quickly answered by Sandstorm, equalizing the stocks.
And Boomie returns the aggression onto Aggz0. Sandstorm is taking a lot of damage himself. Can Aggz0 get that KO? He recovers out of the way of that orb toss. Starts putting a little bit more damage on VipR. Oh man, Sandstorm is just hitting everybody.
Now Sandstorm's in the red. Aggz0 still pretty safe damage right now. And huge down sig. Now Aggz0 takes the lead, but consider how much damage VipR has on him on his second stock here. Looks like Aggz0 is going to be the stock tank. No surprise from the man who 8-stocked the crew on his own. Ooh, nice. Doesn't matter how much health he has when Boomie takes you down that far ahead. And Sandstorm looking for the finisher on VipR. A nice neutral air from VipR to cover himself on the way back, but Sandstorm quickly answers back. And now Aggz0 is just like a martial arts move. He fights one guy, turns around, fights the other guy. He's just whooping him out there. Now Boomie is very damaged on his second stock, but VipR's already on his final stock.
Yeah, VipR's on his final stock, and it seems like he's avoiding damage while Aggz0's fighting off both Boomie and Sandstorm. They're trying to go back on the Sandstorm. Gets a KO on the Boomie.
That stock's evened up now. They might be able to get a KO on Sandstorm here and take the lead. Take a very significant lead because Aggz0's hardly damaged on his second stock.
Which is incredible considering how much he's been in between both of his opponents.
Yeah, but Sandstorm will not lose this stock very easily.
Oh, man.
What a combo! VipR3's neutral air into Aggz0's down signature. That was beautiful.
I know the timing on that stock loss was bad, but it wasn't like that was easy to pull off. Sandstorm definitely got put into the grinder from that down sig on the hammer. And,
man, Aggz0 and VipR are looking really good right now.
Aggz0's doing phenomenal, just holding on the center stage.
Nice.
And VipR!
These guys are on top of it, man.
He went straight through his opponents to get in position for that neutral
what
air.
amazing synergy. Now, both of these hammer players trying to get underneath each other for a recovery. And Aggz0's in trouble. Sandstorm gets the finisher, but he's got another stock left.
Can VipR survive?
Nope.
No.
It's
Boomie.
up to Aggz0. Can he do this? This is, even though Aggz0 has a huge damage lead, this is probably the worst team to fight in a 1v2, right?
Yes.
Like, they've got combos for days, and their synergy is just impeccable.
But
I do believe Aggz0 was capable of winning this one. This could be it. Bounced off the wall. Boomie goes low, and Aggz0 he guesses high. Boomie's still alive. He's falling behind Sandstorm here. Let Sandstorm take the lead on this one. Nope, Boomie's going in for it. Aggz0 nearly finishes him off with a recovery, but he is still alive. Aggz0's looking for a weapon. Sandstorm, he knew he wanted that weapon, and he covered it perfectly. Now Aggz0's still in trouble. Can he snatch this weapon without getting hit? Okay, little bit of damage.
That's it.
He got the KO, but damage is now evened up. Sandstorm might be able to finish this off. Oh my goodness, who'd have thought this would come down to the final hit?
Aggz0 goes for the dancing. Okay.
It's not enough.
Sends him flying with that hammer. Tosses the hammer aside, and Sandstorm tosses his cannon to his face, but straight to a new weapon.
Next play wins.
Neutral air dodged, but Sandstorm can keep putting it out. Aggz0 dodges to a second one.
Oh, that's it! Sandstorm wins! That was so close! A downlight neutral air to finish it off, and that neutral air was just barely enough.
And they all locked in the same legends immediately and going.
That was so fast.
Wow, what a close final stock for game number 1. Goes in favor.
That was so exciting.
Of Boomie and Sandstorm. Yeah,
the lead swung both ways several times before we got to the end of that.
Right. And, oh, man. And it was interesting because at first I was worried that, like, VipR was going to get singled out, but then he found his own groove, started doing those team combos in between everything.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for game number 2 on Miami Dome. Much smaller place to work with. And, oh, Boomie!
Uh-oh! Oh, my goodness.
VipR really close to the top of the stage. Doesn't lose that stock, takes a ton of damage for his troubles, but at least he's holding on to stock number 1.
Boomie hasn't, Boomie's barely been hit, and look how much he's done to VipR. VipR's nearly dead.
Oh, finally, Boomie takes a little bit of damage himself, but you're right, VipR's so deep in the red. It's set flying towards the right. Aggz0 interrupts Boomie up that side.
Nice team combo. What?
Oh, he's putting out the chain. Okay.
There goes Aggz0. VipR near death as well.
It's actually so surprising that Aggz0 lost that stock first.
Yeah, because VipR went to red in the first 10 seconds of the match, then Aggz0 ends up dying first. Just Sandstorm and Boomie, they really got punishes maximized.
Nice little downlight neutral air from VipR, sends him towards the top.
Aggz0 looking for the finisher on Boomie, but Boomie's got plenty of options to make it back. Fights his way, now dishing out the damage against Aggz0 while VipR tries to fight Sandstorm off the right side of the stage. There goes Boomie. Sandstorm still with 3 stocks left. He gets the double side air and even goes in for a belly blaster. Sandstorm, man, talk about a risk taker.
It wouldn't be Sandstorm if it wasn't going off the stage completely.
Yeah.
To try to get a KO. Oh,
when you have the most stock, like when you're at red 3 stocks and your opponents are at 2, it's like that's the best time to go for a huge play that, seems risky, but is totally worth it. Like even if it doesn't pay off, it was kind of worth trying.
Ooh, Boomie. That double KO there under the red team and Boomie being brought down to his last stock. Aggz0 might be close. But
yeah, that's huge. They took the lead here.
And VipR's still putting on more damage, holding that right side of the stage. Neutral lights are being sent, flurry of blows, and a nice little silent from Aggz0. Neutral light catches Sandstorm, puts him off stage, and he repositions with the ground pound. VipR now unarmed. Boomie doesn't guard that weapon, but Sandstorm finishes off Aggz0. Completely
tied
even.
up. Aggz0's real fresh on this first stock here.
Takes a little bit of damage off the side. Sandstorm's keeping him off stage, but that was interesting. Boomie was really just keeping VipR away from Sandstorm so that he could fight Aggz0 off the stage. And it's working out. They're slowly making this even.
Even. My goodness, what a match.
Oh, wow, side sig.
Wow, that killed from middle of the stage. That is a powerful move. Uh-oh, Aggz0 might be in trouble here. The double ground pound. Aggz0 is out. Sandstorm and Boomie just have a 1v2 to take care of here.
And it's being taken care of.
That was sick.
being able to use the bear trap, sending him flying into the down sig, and all of a sudden
Another one! Oh my god!
Blown to smithereens. 2-0 lead for Boomie and Sandstorm, and that's like that was what you were talking about in last game. It's like, yeah, 1v2, they're possible,
Yeah,
but
it's like this is Boomie and
team.
Sandstorm are easily the hardest two to fight as one. Like they have so many combos lined up, and even when they don't have a combo lined up for the specific situation that they're in, they nearly always freestyle it correctly.
Right. And
Crazy.
Their
synergy is just off the charts.
They're that cognizant of their characters' attacks.
And of each other's characters' attacks.
Yeah.
And each other's tendencies. Because you kind of have
that's
to
a good
know, based on what they opened up with, how they're going to finish. And they're always right. Like, they just know what the other person wants to do. And they're already in position with a gravity cancel something another that's going to kill their opponents.
Yeah, that's
it's
actually
wonderful.
It's a really excellent highlight of all the different things that, like, either a player should be thinking about or have practiced and prepared going into twos. And we see them do it time and time again, and they're probably the best. I think they're the best at being able to pull those off the most consistently.
Well, going into game 3 now, we're back to the Dome.
Miami Dome it is. VipR and Aggz0 have been keeping it really close, but when it counts, at the very end, it seems to be where Boomie and Sandstorm are succeeding the hardest. Game 3 is underway. And Boomie and Sandstorm are at a little bit of a damage deficit. VipR's actually keeping Sandstorm in the air. But really, these games can only go by stocks.
Yeah. And in the previous 2 games, like, VipR and Aggz0 were super close. Uh-oh.
Oh, Sandstorm
watch
again?
out, VipR. Oh, my goodness. Okay. He made it out of that alive. Luckily, he touched the wall before Sandstorm's second ground pound.
That's one of those weird, quote-unquote, weaknesses that I feel like Sandstorm has. Is that what's something...
Accidental ground pound on Boomie might finish him, but he makes it back and avoids the ground pound from Aggz0. Meanwhile, Sandstorm goes down. VipR and Aggz0 take the lead. Not by much, but any lead is a great lead against a team like this.
But I definitely can feel when Sandstorm, like,
Nice.
ooh, nice little stick. When he gets, like, 2 ground pounds, he's like, 1 more.
Yeah.
And we see that happen a
It's
few
so scary.
times. Yeah. But VipR and Aggz0 actually solidly in the league. Aggz0 on Thor, relatively tanky Legends, only now being brought almost into the red. He's like, now that recovery will do it. But it's going to take a little bit more than an orb recovery to be able to get him. And the gravity cancel side in the other direction.
What a bait! What a bait!
I guess it's interesting.
I feel like he did that on purpose. Well, no, I don't think he did. But
there's a possibility.
Yeah, it worked. Whatever it was, it worked.
When I think about it, like if I really think about it as a bait, it does make you travel in the air for like a weird amount of time, and you move forward slightly. Either way, VipR fell for it. Got hit with the down air, and Boomie off stage uses the gravity. Oh no, the gravity doesn't work out. Down to stock.
Now this has turned into a huge lead for Aggz0 and VipR. Nearly 2 full stocks ahead. This is huge for Europe.
Aggz0 and VipR trying to avoid a 3-0 and potentially make a 3-0 comeback as Sandstorm's
there goes
gone.
Sandstorm.
Boomie has the 1v2 of a lifetime, and will he be able to do it? I have my doubts.
I mean, you never know.
That's true. If Aggz0 keeps playing off stage like that.
That's it for Aggz0. Oh,
if he can get VipR. Okay.
That was so methodical by Boomie, but quickly answered back by VipR to take the game in the set. Now we have a 2-1 situation here. VipR and Aggz0 have to win 2 more games in a row to move on to winner's final. However, Boomie and Sandstorm just 1 game away from victory here and a guaranteed top 3 placement in this tournament.
Yeah, and a guarantee to fight against Blue and Simple for the first time in a LAN. That is going to be...
Okay, I don't want to see bias, but that'll be cool.
It would be cool. Those best of 5s are going to be sick. But Aggz0 and VipR are keeping it close. And all these games that they lost were close. It looked bad at the end because 2v1s always look brutal.
Right.
Well, like, not always, but very often
it
can look really brutal. But they've been keeping it very nearly close. And Blackguard Keep is we're going to go for game number 4. This is where Boomie and Sandstorm won game 1, but it was very, very close. Like Sandstorm barely managed to win that one.
Blackguard Keep, I think, is a very volatile pick for both of these teams because there's a Thor on both teams. The side signatures caught off the side can KO extremely early because of all that built-in movement after grappling them.
And it's easy for the Thor to recover, too.
Yes, and the hammer recoveries do work with that platform.
Oh, yeah, that's totally right.
You think you're safe, and it's like,
and
hammer recovery,
you away.
you're done.
And then they could just use the orb to bounce off the wall. Oh,
Oh no, that's unfortunate. Still good damage.
Dang,
However, Sandstorm gets an
that's
early KO.
sicing.
Dude, that belly blaster, man, you can't sleep on that. It really dishes some
Came
damage.
from center stage on Blackguard like a deep orange. Like,
Yeah,
incredible.
That's huge force. Sandstorm gets the KO. This is looking good.
Oh, no.
My! Okay, lucky that VipR got out of that. What a beautiful
Yeah,
combo.
that
Boomie and
neutral sig,
Sandstorm.
they were going to ladder him all the way off the top of the stage.
Okay, it's not. There is hope yet for Aggz0 and VipR because
definitely.
immediately equalizing the stock before they took much damage.
It's amazing because I felt like we were just watching VipR and Aggz0 just get washed, and then something
but
happens,
then they
and then it's
answered
like,
back immediately.
and now the lead is almost in their favor if they're able to keep getting these hits because Boomie and Sandstorm just came back fresh on these stocks and are already entering orange.
Yeah, and Boomie's having trouble finding a weapon here. Oh, well, not anymore. In fact,
Oh!
doesn't need a weapon. What a combo.
He was never searching.
Finishing off with a breakdance. Love to see that. Now Aggz0 in red health off the side. Sandstorm might be able to catch him here, but he makes it up and over. Still having this fight against Sandstorm. He side airs him off the side. He's looking for a hammer recovery. Sandstorm knows better than to fight right above a hammer and gets the splash damage of the ground pound instead. Everybody is at a pretty equal amount of stocks and damage. Like, this is extremely even.
Oh, Sandstorm
Can
picks up the axe.
Aggz0 get the... Oh, man.
Ooh,
Boomie
the
fights his
snare.
way back to the stage. VipR's got enough to make it back. And there goes Aggz0 now down to his final stock. Boomie's looking for the finisher on VipR here. There it is.
Oh.
No, he's still alive.
And
And,
the
he makes
Blackguard
it back.
platform in a perfect position for him
Yeah.
to safely be able to touch. And that's a big deal because he takes out
Oh.
Sandstorm with that life. A life they arguably shouldn't have.
Yeah. It was like extra life there.
Oh, Boomie close to getting hit by that board from Coach Downsig.
Still super even here. Boomie
Yeah.
and VipR, the stock tanks of their respective teams.
VipR might take out both Sandstorm and Boomie off the stock if Boomie isn't careful. Oh, but the neutral light will do it.
That's
okay.
it. Okay, Boomie and Sandstorm now
Oh,
in the
Aggz0.
lead, and
Can he make it
Aggz0's in
back?
trouble. That's it for Aggz0. And now it's a 1v2, and you know we've seen these 2v1s before.
Oh,
it is a
Boomie.
difficult thing to deal with here. Sandstorm
Neutral light.
kind of letting Boomie 1v1 off the side. He's got, Boomie has an extra stock to deal with.
VipR's doing a great job off this platform. He keeps neutralizing them back into the stage and just realizing, okay,
Yeah,
we can wait.
The
We can wait.
platform's a good place to be in a 1v2, but against this team and against the characters they're playing,
Especially as it rises,
can be
too.
difficult. Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah, you see him like off the platform as it rises, favoring the wall instead.
Okay.
Can
Oh,
VipR
no,
do
the
this?
bear.
Ooh. But Boomie still got another stock coming back to the stage. Sandstorm gets a neutral light. Now VipR blew his dodge. Might be able to finish him right now.
Oh, Sandstorm. Okay, good little neutral light. Boomie covers Sandstorm's recovery.
That's it.
Neutral light does it. Oh, wait.
What? Okay. He's still going for more.
Yeah, I was like, oh, no, did Sandstorm just like fly off the stage and then VipR was coming back? But no. 3-1.
What a game.
Boomie
Boomie and
and Sandstorm
Sandstorm take the set. That was an exciting match.
Very
So
close. all
Boomie
the
and
way.
Sandstorm win it. They move on to winners final. We can look forward to seeing